Today on Panther TV, the British have arrived. We'll take you downtown for an afternoon tea.
Local car enthusiasts gather to show off their rides for a good cause.
And we'll take you inside a battleship that calls the local harbor its home. Panther TV starts now.
Good morning, Plymouth South. Thanks for joining us. I'm Zach Adams.
And I'm Jake Doonan. June is a time of year when many chapters in life come to an end.
But with these ends, new beginnings are just around the corner.
Here's Taylor Gendron with more.
Every June, students walk across the stage at Plymouth South High School to receive their diploma, which represents 13 years of hard work in school. As this may be the end of one chapter, it's the beginning of the next. As the class of 2022 tosses their caps in celebration of their high school graduation, they prepare to head off to their next adventure in the real world, whether it be college or the workplace. But the seniors aren't the only ones going through endings and beginnings of this time of year.
Well, we are going to celebrate school. My favorite thing to do here when I go to kindergarten, I'm going to be a scientist.
The youngest member of the Plymouth South community are preparing to move on from their earliest years of school with their preschool graduation. For kids, the next stop is kindergarten.
I'm excited to go to school because I'm going to a new school and I'm going to learn more things. I'm going to play on a new playground. It's super close, so my dad knows how to get there. On Middleborough. I'm going to excited to draw.
Graduations aren't the only endings and beginnings this time of year. For some longtime teachers, this June marks the end of an era as they prepare for retirement.
I'm going to miss the students and the children and the two women that I work with. They're like my family.
I think I will definitely miss all of the students that I have established some relationships with in the reading program that I teach the dyslexic students.
I'm going to miss the students the most. My fondest memories of Plymouth South High School, the Old South and the New South, are students that I had who are teachers now, who are my students, and I have really fond memories of my students at the Old Plymouth South. I'm really proud of some of them.
I think I'm definitely going to miss my colleagues. After so long, I've made so many friends. Some that's going to last me a lifetime, which is really kind of nice. So I probably won't miss them a lot. I'll probably be in contact, but I'll definitely miss the people I've met.
Even though ends can be bittersweet, even retirement is the start of something new.
I'm looking forward to spending some quality time with my husband, my children, and my 90-year-old mom. And I'm hoping to give back to the community in some sort of community service.
I'm going to look forward to sleeping at least till 6 a.m. until my dog and my cats get me up. Look forward to, kind of doing not much, just reading books, going to the gym, taking hikes with the dog, and beating my husband in cards.
So I'm really looking forward to getting back to traveling and going to the theater, things that all of us have missed because of the pandemic, but there are a lot of new protocols that we have to follow, so I'm really looking forward to seeing the world in its new view.
Not doing my routine. It'll be nice to sleep in the morning. That would be pretty cool. So nice to not have to clean off a car in a freezing cold, windy, dark morning. I'm definitely looking forward to sleeping in. I have two sort of brand new grandchildren, two daughters. One is just turned 2, the other is 6 months, so I'm definitely going to look forward to spending more time with them.
I've been here 28 years, and it's definitely going to be bittersweet. I'm getting a little emotional thinking about it. It's a really happy time and a sad time because I'm definitely going to miss being here. This has been like my second family for 28 years, so.
Whether you're off to kindergarten, college, the workplace, or just relaxation, we wish you all the best in your next chapters. Reporting for Panther TV, I'm Taylor Gendron.
While the British may have caused the Revolutionary War, these British had come to America's hometown to start a revolution of their own.
Here's Panther TV's Bethy Lombardo with more.
New businesses are always popping up here in downtown Plymouth. One of them is Shelley's Tea Room here on Court Street.
Shelley's Tea Room opened in February of 2022 on Court Street in downtown Plymouth.
Despite being in this popular location, many do not know what an English tea room is and have never experienced one.
You'll find lots of them around England, and basically they are where people meet, very similar to a coffee shop, obviously drinking tea, and it's more cakes, lunches, light lunches, sandwiches, scones, that type of thing.
Owners Sean and Shelley have 2 successful tea rooms back in England, but when they were visiting America before the pandemic, they decided to open up a 3rd shop right in the heart of America's hometown.
We fell in love with it 20 plus years ago when we first came here, and we came to Plymouth about 20 years ago as well, and we've been back several times and really liked it. We thought that this would lend itself to Plymouth really well. There's nothing like it in the vicinity, so we thought it'd be a good opportunity to bring it to town.
But since we've been here, we keep coming back to America for holidays and always thought it'd be wonderful to live in America. So therefore, we came about 5 years ago, had a walk round, couldn't get a cup of tea, and so we thought, wow, this place needs a tea shop.
When they decided to make the move over to America, the world shut down and they were not able to make the move until 2022. The shop, despite being owned since 2020, was open recently, and it was very hard for Sean and Shelley to do renovations on it from England.
Cost probably, it's been very expensive. We signed a lease in January 2020, originally aiming to move over in May. We know what happened in March 2020, so we couldn't leave England for the 2 years.
So obviously the expenses went up, the income went down, so it was a little bit stressful at the time. Obviously we didn't expect it to last 2 years, but we stuck with it, and then arranged to get it decorated while we were in England, which was very difficult.
It was a tough time, obviously paying for the premises without being able to get out here, trying to do renovations from England, via pictures that we took in the January prior, which was very difficult, counting ceiling tiles to estimate distances and things. So that was a very difficult challenge.
It came out good. We're really pleased with how it turned out. So when we arrived, we were happy.
Despite the struggles of decorating in the middle of a pandemic and across the ocean from the tea room, Shelley and Sean could not be happier with the reactions they received from the people and seeing all of their hard work paying off.
It's the reaction from the customers, really. The welcome we've had in Plymouth has been phenomenal. It really has. And a lot of people have never experienced an English tea rooms. And just to be able to bring it to them and for them to enjoy it and indulge in it, it's just been fantastic to see their reaction.
It's meeting the customers. Yeah, we love Americans. Everyone is so friendly. They're just so excited. Yeah, it's great. It's lovely. Also, obviously, we like the baking as well. We get in early, make the scones and the cakes.
Shelley's Tea Room has over 103 loose-leaf teas available for purchase and for your enjoyment. And they also make all of the scones, cakes, and sandwiches that they sell. While they do have 103 teas, it does not stop the owners from falling in love with a classic tea and scone.
Generally, it's the English breakfast tea, which every English person will drink. Alternatively, we do a really nice vanilla green tea as well, which I quite like, which is quite refreshing in the afternoon. And then scone-wise would have to be the raisin, just because they're a little bit juicy and they go lovely with the clotted cream. Failing that, probably the lemon cake.
Traditionally, most people in England, in terms of tea, it's a black tea and generally English breakfast tea. We do our own Shelley's blend of breakfast tea, so that's what I drink copious amounts of. And for scone would be we call it fruit scone, but it's a raisin scone would be my favourite. But they're all exceptionally good.
If you're looking for something fun to do this summer, stop by Shelley's Tea Room. Reporting for Panther TV, I'm Bethany Lombardo.
Battleships are hard to miss, and the one you see driving down 195 West in Fall River is no different.
Battleship Cove is one of the state's hidden historical gems. Panther TV's Abby Cannell finds out more.
Battleship Cove is home to 4 retired military ships, their service ranging from World War II to the Cold War, but there's more to these ships than meets the eye. Mount Hope Bay in Fall River, Massachusetts is home to a ship museum like no other. In addition to 4 Navy vessels, Battleship Cove also houses the world's last World War II PT boats.
Battleship Cove is a collection of historic ships and one maritime museum located in Fall River. We have 5 national landmarks. We have 4 ships in the water, 2 PT boats. It's a fantastic collection. So we are the largest collection of U.S. Navy vessels in the country in one place. In addition to that, we have, like I said, 5 national landmarks. All in one very, very small area. It makes us unlike any other historic ship museum. We can tell an incredible story from World War II through the Cold War with all of our ships here, and it's just a fantastic place to come for any visitor from any age, really.
In addition to preserving important parts of American history, Battleship Cove is also a memorial for Massachusetts natives who lost their lives in the line of service during the 20th century.
Because we are the official state memorial for those killed in action for World War II, we're surrounded by about 18,000 names in this room right now from all of those killed from the state of Massachusetts. We're also the memorial for Korea, Vietnam on the Kennedy, and then the Gulf War, and also we hold one of the state's September 11 memorials. So we represent a memorial space for all of those who were were killed in action, but also for all of those who served. We can really tell the story, a very complete picture for World War II, again, Korea and Vietnam. And so we represent something very unique in that we can tell a very wide range of U.S. naval history in one space, which makes us very unique. And something we're very proud of, to be honest.
Everybody who visits finds something that keeps them coming back, including those who are keeping the museum operational.
I love, to be honest, I get to work on a battleship all day, which is great. But I love teaching people about what these ships represent and what they meant for the people who served on them. And it's something that you see little kids, it lights up their faces when they come aboard a big ship like this for the first time, and then they go aboard the submarine, they see the lionfish, and they see how cramped it is. But then it's also incredibly moving to see a veteran come back for the first time who served on a sister ship of the Kennedy, and it's the first time they've been able to come back to a ship like the one they served on. So just seeing how people interact with these historic vessels is probably one of my favorite things.
Family fun day for sure. If you are in the area and you're not sure what to do, I personally would say come here. It's outside, you can walk around, you can take your kids.
Visitors and donations are the most important thing that keeps Battleship Cove up and running.
So we're a 501c3, and what that means is we're a nonprofit, so we do not regularly receive any federal, state, or local funding. We go for grants, but by and large donations and people buying tickets and coming to visit us is what really helps us. These ships are very expensive to keep up, so any bit that people are able to give really, really helps us continue this mission and make sure these ships are here for generations to come.
I'm honestly a big fan of local attractions in general. The Massachusetts would be the biggest one, but I'm always for investing in your local attractions, your local museums, because the money and the funding goes directly back into the town.
It might be far away, but Battleship Cove is worth the drive. Reporting for Panther TV, I'm Abby Connell.
If you're in downtown Plymouth on a Sunday morning, you might think you've taken a step back in time.
You haven't. It just looks that way, of hundreds of car enthusiasts come together to share their love of cars and help others. This is Rebels and Rods, a group that has grown significantly in just a short amount of time and turned their love of cars into a community gathering for good.
Rebels and Rods is a group of guys that started down at the Plymouth waterfront, maybe 20 or 30 cars, and we decided to make it a little bit bigger, moving down to East Bay, and right at this point now it's a venue to hang out with all the people that have cars, chat about it, and do all charity stuff. Today we're raising money for the veterans. We do a lot for the police, fire, EMTs, so it's anybody or any families that need our help. That's what we're all about, non-profit.
A few years ago, they started with a few cars on the waterfront, only taking up a few spots. Now, they're filling an entire parking lot with many different vehicles.
Kind of happened by accident. I invented a sticker and a t-shirt, and before you know it, we have 400 cars on average coming down to East Bay Grill. So it started by accident, but it's turned into something that's been helping the community a lot.
While the initial focus was a shared interest in unique and vintage vehicles, Rebels and Rods president Joe Freitas saw an opportunity for much more. Now, this has become a weekly community car meet, and special fundraisers are held regularly for various causes.
We fill up East Bay. We're there 7 to 10 every single Sunday. We have a big event coming up in September. We have a dad that lost his wife and his father-in-law. He's got 3 boys that are struggling, so that's our goal for the end of the season. That'll be a trophied car show, but during the course of the year in the summertime, we're just trying to do things and help people that need our help. That's what we're all about.
If you haven't checked it out yet, you can stop by the East Bay parking lot on any Sunday morning and experience it for yourself.
Sounds great. Thanks, Jake. Many seniors here at Plymouth South High School have worked hard for the last 4 years and now have the opportunity to play their sport in college.
Here's Dylan Brilliant with more.
From Division I to Division III, the senior classes have many skilled athletes that are taking their talents to the next level.
I'm going to be going to Roger Williams University, and I'm going to be playing track and field.
In the fall, I'll be attending Salve Regina University to play baseball.
I'm going to Franklin Pierce University to play baseball. I will be attending Franklin Pierce University, and there I'll be playing baseball.
I'm going to Assumption University, and I'll be running track and field there.
In the fall, I'll be going to Mass Maritime Academy to play football.
Making the decision where to go to school isn't all that easy. There's a lot more that goes into it, such as campus life, academics, and of course, the sports teams.
I made a decision because there's an opportunity for me to play right as soon as I get there.
It was just the right option at the time, money-wise, staying local. Baseball is at one of the highest levels I could compete at. So I had a lot of Northeast schools. Top ones were for me were UMass Amherst, Merrimack, Assumption, just a couple schools local, and I just went where I could play at the highest level for the cheapest, and get a pretty good education.
I really like the school. Both my parents went there, my grandfather, and they have a really good program for my major.
I made that decision because for me, it was the best fit, and that being a D2 program, I wanted to play baseball at the highest level I could, and that school, Franklin Pierce, competes every year for national championship, and I really want to do good things in college and win baseball games.
I chose to go to Roger Williams University because they have a very good architecture program there, and one thing that was important to me when looking for school was they had a track program.
I made the decision to go to Mass Maritime because it allows me to continue to play the sport I love, and it's going to give me an opportunity to get pushed harder and hopefully achieve a lot while I'm there.
Getting here wasn't all that easy either. Every one of these athletes has gone above and beyond to put in the extra work.
So I've been playing football my whole life, and I've always loved the game, loved playing it. And I feel like once I got to high school, I kind of realized that to play the game at the next level, you have to put in more time, not just showing up every day, but doing stuff beyond the scenes and lifting weights, knowing the game more, studying the game more. My position especially, realizing like what we're doing on the field every play and getting the defense ready. Just a lot of like little things that go into making the big thing happen.
Mainly over junior and senior year, I realized that there was an opportunity for me to compete in college, so I really just took the opportunity, did extra practicing on Sundays at the track, just by myself with no one really there to distract me. And that really helped me, actually, because I would work on specific things to me that worked best, that Cliff would tell me to do, which he was definitely a big part in helping me get up there and have confidence.
Congratulations to all the seniors that have gotten the opportunity to compete in college. Your hard work has not gone unnoticed. Reporting for Panther TV, I'm Dylan Brilliant.
Best of luck to everyone as they pursue their next level of their careers.
That's our time for today. But with the seniors gone, they left their best advice to the rest of us.
Have a great summer, South.
Cherish the moment and live in the day to day, not look ahead, because that goes by quick.
I'd say not to worry about making friends, because high school really shows you who your true friends are, and also joining teams in sports helps you gain friends.
Don't be afraid to try new things, get involved, and then take the opportunities that they have here for you, like sports and clubs and stuff like that.
Surround yourself with the right people and just have a good time with your friends. Enjoy it while you can, and it's just a small chapter in your life.
It's also important to keep your grades up throughout high school, but don't stress out about it. It's not the biggest thing in the world if you just miss out on one grade, and it'll be all right.
Pay more respect to your teachers and your coaches, because they're all just trying to look out for you. They're trying to do what's best for you, and make them your friends and respect women.
I think just don't wait for someone to come to you. Just reach out and go get it. If you really want someone to want to do something, I say take that risk and go do it. I wouldn't wait back and settle for anything.
What again?
You know, it's me. Is that it? We do. Imagine we could do anchors like that.